Mike Radich here, and I'm now joined on the phone by MMA veteran Jaime Jara. Jaime, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Jaime, you got a fight coming up at King of the Cage All In. How's training been going for the fight?
It's really good. Training's been going good for this fight.
Your
Really hard.
Your opponent, Josh McDonald, how much do you know about him?
He's not on the card. He's off the card. I'm fighting a guy named Eric Lawson now.
Oh, and
Yeah, he's his opponent now.
and how much do you know about him?
All I know is from what I was told, he can't make 175, so we're going to be fighting 180. So I'm going to go up in weight to fight him. 5 pounds. Not a big difference.
And what weight are you going to be continuing fighting at? Are you going to be 170, 185? Where would be the ideal weight for you?
170. I've been fighting 185 my last 4 or 5 fights, and I'm feeling good, and I think I'll get down to 170.
This fight, it seems like it was announced a really long time ago. How long have you been preparing for this fight? Because I know that you've fought once in between when the time this fight was announced.
Yeah, I've been preparing for a couple months. I've known the fight was coming up. I'm always in fighting shape, though. I don't ever leave the gym. I'm always in the gym, so I'm always in fighting shape. So if something comes up, I'm ready to fight.
How important is this fight right now? Because you haven't lost 3 fights in a row since back in like 2003, 2004. How important is this fight? Because, 3 losses in a row is, pretty tough to come back from.
Yeah, but I mean, the first loss that I lost in Missouri, I was coming off another fight. I had a tough weight cut. The first 2 fights, I had a really tough weight cut. This last one, I felt a lot better. Actually, I don't know if you've seen the fight, but it was a lot better fight than the last 2 I lost before that. It was actually a good fight. I don't know. I'm doing my weight cut better now. So I think the weight cut had a lot to do with taking a lot out of me for these fights, But now that I got a nutritionist, I'm doing the weight cut better. I'm feeling a lot better, so you see better me in this next fight.
And this fight, now that it's not at 170, is this possibly a number 1 contenders fight? Because their welterweight division, their champion Dom O'Grady, he just vacated the title, or he was stripped of the title. Is this possibly a number 1 contenders fight?
I don't know. They're talking about whoever wins this fight is going to be fighting for the belt. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Jaime, you're 43. How long do you think you will continue to fight? Are you going to try to, maybe do a Randy Couture where you're fighting, to 47, 48? How long do you want to continue to fight?
I don't know. I ask myself that question all the time. I'm trying to, I'm teaching jiu-jitsu. I'm starting my jiu-jitsu classes and stuff. I really love teaching jiu-jitsu. We'll see. If the right fights come up for the right amount of money, I'll probably fight. But other than that, I'm probably going to hang low.
You had an epic battle with Joaquim Spirit Wolf. It was a great fight. You didn't win the fight, but in a fight like that, there's really no loser. I mean, it was just a great fight. What happened with Bellator? Why haven't we seen you back with them? Was it just a one-off with them?
I don't know. I was wondering that myself, I mean, I tried to get back on that card a couple times, and it just never happened, I don't know.
You have 4 titles in 4 different weight classes. How many belts exactly do you have?
Altogether, 7.
Do you have a favorite?
No, not really.
You like
I like them all.
You like them all the same. That's good.
Yeah.
Jaime, I've always been curious. How did you get your nickname El Cucuy, which translates to Boogeyman? But how'd you get that nickname?
I got the nickname because I got a lot of tattoos. And, when I'm walking down the street, little kids will see me, and I'll walk the other way, and they'll run away from me because they're scared of the tattoos. So I kind of got the name, the Boogeyman, from that.
And, I mean, this is kind of a random, weird question, but exactly how many tattoos do you have?
I always say? 1 big one. I don't know. I have a lot of tattoos. I never counted them.
Do they all have a special meaning to you, or do you get one after every fight?
I got a lot of Asian, a lot of Hindu tattoos. They all have meanings to me,
Jamie, you've been in the sport a long time. How have you been able to avoid the UFC? Why haven't they ever contacted you?
Good question. I wonder that myself all the time. I don't know.
Was there ever an offer on the table, and maybe you took another fight somewhere? Have they ever been in contact with you? Never?
No, never.
Interesting.
Now, I try to get fight on UFC. I try to fight Strike Force. I don't know. Good question. I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing the right things.
One of my favorite fights of yours was in King of the Cage when you fought Tim Means. You rocked him early, then instead of going nuts and trying to throw everything but the kitchen sink at him with punches and stuff, he exposed his neck and you locked up a guillotine choke and you won the fight. What's your favorite performance of your fighting career?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Man, a good question. A lot of fights. I got over 40 fights.
Yeah.
A lot of things. I'll probably I had a good fight against the Rooster at Memorial Auditorium. He had hit me and dropped me, and he kind of jumped in my guard, and I kind of kicked him back with my feet. I jumped up and I had hit him, and he kind of dropped down, and I grabbed him in a guillotine and backed him up against the cage and choked him unconscious. That was a good fight. I kind of liked that fight. It was a good fight.
You've been a champion in 4 different weight classes. What are some goals that you still have left to accomplish? Are you looking for?
I want to win a belt, but I already did that. So I think what I like to do is, win a couple more fights, and if I go out, I want to go out winning on a winning note. But I know I don't got a lot of fights left in me, so I want to make sure that the fights that I do fight, I'm in good condition. I'm 100% when I go in, and I just have good fights for the fans.
Who are some fighters that are on your radar? Maybe somebody who you would always wanted to have fought, but it just never happened, or maybe avenge a loss previous in your career. What exactly is there anyone out there for you?
No, I don't think about who certain people that I want to fight. It's just, to me it's about the money and getting that money, and because it's like a job for me. The money, I'm chasing the money. Whoever offers me the most money, that's where I'm going to go. It's not the opponent. It's get my paycheck. So that's what I think about more than regardless of who I'm fighting. It's how much am I fighting for?
How many fights would you like to take in this upcoming year? Are you looking, 5 or 6 more? What exactly are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm just I want to kind of sit back and try to get some bigger paydays. That's what I'm looking for. Kind of fighting for $1,000 here, $1,000 there. I'm going to sit back and whoever's offering a little bit more money, I'm going to sit and wait for those fights.
Jamie,
like I said, I'm building up my school. So it's getting easier for me to turn down fights.
Jamie, real quick before I let you go, do you have any sponsors you would like to thank? Anything you want to say to the fans?
Yeah, I want to thank all the fans that come out and support me and all the fights. I'd like to thank my team Carnage, everybody over at Casket Wood Jiu-Jitsu, where I train my Jiu-Jitsu. Also, I'd like to thank my sponsors, 5150 and Illicit Clothing. And if I'm forgetting anybody, sorry. But, yeah, that's it.
Jamie, thank you for taking the time to talk. I really appreciate it. Good luck at King of the Cage All In against Eric Lawson.